My daughter, listen carefully. This encounter is not by chance. I have prepared this sacred moment because I feel the pain you keep secret in your heart, and I know the immense weariness that suffocates your soul. If you feel your strength is waning, stop now and listen to my voice. I bring an urgent message of love and deliverance for your heart. I have never been distant. My word assures you in the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 18, that I am near to those who have a broken heart and save those who are crushed in spirit. I know the silence of your early mornings, the deep tightness of uncertainty, and that fear that no one else sees. Your anguish has not gone unnoticed, and your silent cry has reached my throne. If this word that descends from heaven already begins to warm your soul and bring relief to your wounded spirit, do not remain silent before me. Let me know that you hear me. Share in the comments your name, the country, state, and city where your heart is receiving this embrace, and the time at this moment when my peace reaches you. Make this moment your altar of liberation. With a surrendered soul, let out your outpouring and write, Lord my God, I am here. I subscribed because I love you and want to hear you. Let this be the true cry of your faith, breaking the chains of affliction. Seal this loving encounter of ours. Like this message, subscribe to this channel, which is our refuge, and activate the notification bell so that my voice continues to guide your steps every day. Stay with me until the last second. Do not stray. At the end of today's journey, I will give a very clear answer to your life. A powerful phrase will be whispered to your spirit, and whoever writes it with faith will receive abundant prophetic blessings. But before I give you that ultimate key to your victory, there is a deep hidden weight that has been trying to paralyze your journey. Something you need to free yourself from right now, before today comes to an end. I feel the crushing weight you have been carrying on your soul. Lately, the journey has seemed like an endless desert, and your steps are slow, marked by exhaustion. I intimately know the cold silence that invades your room when night falls, and the tears, which you held back so tightly all day, insist on falling. You have fought bravely, trying to be the unshakable pillar for everyone around you, smiling when, inside, your spirit pleads for a moment of relief. In the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 28, I made an invitation that transcends the centuries and now rests in your lap. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. This is not an old phrase. It is your anchor of salvation today. I don't demand that you be made of iron, my daughter. I understand the fragility of your heart, for I myself wove it in your mother's womb. The pain that no one else perceives, I embrace. The feeling of abandonment that suffocates you, I break with my invisible embrace. If my voice is consoling your pain and bringing warmth to your heart at this moment, let your like be a silent sign of our alliance. Inspire yourself not to let go of my hand, enrolling in this refuge, and share this letter from heaven with someone who also needs healing, in a pure gesture of spiritual compassion. Tell me sincerely, deep in your soul, what is the most painful burden you have been trying to carry alone and that you need to let go of now? Declare your surrender before me and write in the comments the word of your liberation: rest. There is, however, a mystery in surrender. For this burden to finally fall away, I need to invite you to an act of trust so profound and transformative that your fears will try to resist. The time has come for you to fully trust in my providence and surrender what your own hands cannot resolve. If it is possible for you, and only if it is possible, transform your gratitude into a seed of love for this channel. Consider my love and that of my son Jesus, and support us using the link in the description of this video and in the pinned comment. There you will find the place where your contribution of love can be deposited and consecrated before me, the Creator of all things. You can support with any amount, and remember, give only what fits in your heart. I receive with love. The amount doesn't matter. What matters is the heart with which you give. For what is little for you can be much for the one who receives. Whoever contributes with any amount and a sincere heart, don't forget to leave your name and city along with your contribution, because on the first day of the following month, in a unique and special video on our channel, Divine Love, the Voice of God, your name will be remembered, mentioned in the form of thanks in prayer. For it is written, God loves a cheerful giver. And God is able to make all grace abound toward you, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work. Second letter to the Corinthians, chapter 9, verses 7 and 8. Every offering made in faith is a seed before me, your Lord, and I will not fail to bear fruit. I see in secret, and I reward in the sight of all. Remain until the end of this message, because I still want to touch your heart with my voice. I contemplate the greatness of your heart and your pure intention to walk by my side, spreading light wherever you go. I know that at times, when you try to offer your loving support, unexpected barriers arise and the banking system refuses your contribution due to strict security measures. My beloved, do not grieve or be discouraged if this happens on the very first attempt. I only ask that you contact your card issuer and confirm that this gesture of love is genuine and desired by you. Then, try again with vigor, making your valuable offer. For your support is the foundation that sustains this work and will be honored with abundant and infinite blessings. Our divine love deserves this effort. And know something very special. I will make sure to thank you personally. If your intention is pure, whether your contribution arrives now or faces some setback, I myself will reach out to you in an intimate and welcoming email. I will speak directly with you. Your seed of faith waters the soil of the miracle. If you feel my care in this message, leave your sacred like. I invite you to subscribe to this sanctuary of light and share this word as a spiritual embrace for another thirsty soul. I sweetly ask you, what is the intimate miracle you hope will blossom from your faith today? Seal this moment by writing in the comments, provision. However, as you walk towards your liberation, there is a deceptive whisper trying to convince you that all is lost, and I need to warn you about this lie before it takes root. My daughter, listen to the sound of my voice now with all the strength of your soul. There is a dark lie lurking in your thoughts. In moments of deepest silence, when the lump in your throat tightens and your breathing becomes heavy, the storm tries to whisper in your ears that you have failed. It tries to convince you that it is too late, that your prayers were in vain, and that you should simply accept the sadness and give up, and give. I feel your profound exhaustion when the darkness of night falls, and you feel that your strength has completely evaporated, leaving only a painful emptiness in your chest. But I tell you, do not accept this defeat. If the pain has increased, if the wind is fiercer and doubts assail you with greater intensity, it is precisely because your renewal and your healing are just millimeters away. In the letter to the Galatians, chapter 6, verse 9, I left this eternal assurance: let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. This is your time to flourish, not your moment to retreat. Darkness only fights with such fervor because it knows your light is about to break through the clouds. Do not retreat even an inch. Weariness is real and profoundly human, and I collect each of your tears shed in fatigue, but your resilience is sustained by my spirit, and your destiny is one of peace. If this message made your heart beat faster and renewed your hopes, leave a like as a seal of faith. Let yourself be inspired to subscribe to this haven of divine love and share this urgent message with someone who, like you, needs to know they are not alone. Answer me in the shelter of your intimacy. What affliction almost made you give up everything in recent days? Seal your strength today by writing in the comments, perseverance. However, to ensure that you do not succumb when the long nights try to return, I will not let you walk alone. I have prepared a refuge of constant companionship and a balm for your soul. I warned you not to give up because I know the exact weight of the loneliness that sometimes tries to crush your chest, so that your soul does not weaken when doubt tries to whisper again in the cold dawns. I have prepared constant companionship, a daily remedy for your exhausted spirit. If your heart desires to go deeper with me, I have left you a gift in the form of a journey that I wrote with much love and care for all my beloved daughters and sons. The digital book, Divine Love. Devotional, The Voice of God. It was prepared to accompany you day after day in silence and intimacy. Access is also available via the link in this video's description and in the pinned comment. It is a gift made with all my love and care, where the only cost will be your love, your presence with me, and your faith. And when you feel in your heart that you should support and contribute to our work and to divine love, the support buttons are in the same links. And to shield our communication and protect our daily encounters, I have prepared 2 sacred and blessed havens, a WhatsApp group and a Telegram group. I ask that you enter these 2 spiritual homes so that our love and daily contact will never be broken by anything in this world, through the same support and contribution link that you already know from the description and the pinned comment. If the storms of this world try to extinguish this space of divine love, we will remain unshakable, hand in hand, intact and blessed for eternity. There will always be a welcoming embrace for your prayers, and I will continue to guide your steps, speaking softly to your heart. In the groups, you can be in communion with me, requesting blessings, praying, conversing with one another, and also receiving my messages with much more intimacy and closeness. You are my greatest love, for it is written, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters." Book of Psalms, chapter 23, verses 1 and 2. You are my divine love forever. I love you infinitely. If this invitation of care embraced your soul today, leave your like as a sign of our union. Be inspired to subscribe so we can always stay close and share this light with someone who cries in secret. Tell me in the whisper of your faith, what does your heart most desire to feel from me when you wake up in the morning? Leave your word of the day in the comments, companionship. However, while you walk hand in hand with me, the dark clouds of your present life still roar outside. And there is an unwavering promise of protection that I have decreed over your home in the midst of this storm, a shelter you need to know before taking the next step. I hear the roar of worries trying to shake your foundations. There are days when the wind blows so hard that you feel the ground tremble beneath your feet, the fear of bad news, the anxiety about tomorrow, the tightness in your chest when you look at your family and don't know how to protect those you love from the storm. I feel your racing heart when life's storm seems endless, and the walls of your house seem too fragile to contain the immense affliction overflowing from your soul. But listen to what I declare over your life now. In the book of Psalms, chapter 46, verses 1 and 2, I have written that God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth be removed. I am your unshakable rock, my daughter. When the wind howls outside trying to steal your peace, hide in me. The storm has not come to destroy you. It only beats against the insurmountable fortress of my love, where you are kept in absolute safety. No fury in this world has the power to invade the hiding place where I have sheltered you. Take a deep breath. Feel the tranquility of my spirit filling your mind at this very moment. I am placing my hands upon your thoughts and upon your story. The fury of the waters may roar, but you will not sink, because I am the boat and the pilot of your journey. If the certainty of this divine protection calms the tremors of your soul today, leave your like as a mark of peace. Feel the sweet invitation to join this ongoing shelter of ours, and send this message as a shield of hope to the heart of those who cry out in fear. Answer me in the quiet of your surrender. What is the fierce and cruel wind that you most need me to stop in your life today? Seal our embrace by declaring in the comments our sacred word, shield. However, my protection amidst the storm is only the first movement. While the rain still falls outside, there is a supreme order that I have already released in heaven concerning you. A definitive decree on the end of your anguish that is about to descend upon your reality. I know that cruel moment in the early hours of the day when your mind awakens and reality crashes down on your chest before you even muster the courage to face the routine. A silent anguish, a lump in your throat that accompanies you everywhere, as if sadness had built a permanent dwelling in your soul. I feel your immense effort to smile before others and care for everyone around you, while inside your spirit begs for a single day of true peace, without that constant tightness that something painful is about to happen. But listen to what I have to tell you today. I have risen from my throne to decree a change in your inner story. The time for you to live as a hostage to this intense emotional pain has run out. In the book of Psalms, chapter 30, verse 5, I have recorded an unshakable truth for you. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. This promise is not distant poetry. It is the spiritual reality that is happening in your life at this very moment. Your long dark night of anguish is coming to an end. The living waters of my love are flooding the walls of your heart now, washing away the bitterness, the silent grief for the things you have lost, and the paralyzing fear of tomorrow. Feel the lightness taking over your breath. I am removing, with my own hands, the oppression that crushed your joy of living. If your inner self feels the profound relief of this divine decree, leave your like as a sigh of sacred gratitude. Inspire your heart to subscribe to this daily encounter so that your dawn may always be guided by me, and share this drop of hope with a soul that has also dried up from crying so much in silence. Tell me in the sanctuary of your trust, what was the longest and most painful night of your life that you thought would never end? Seal your new day by writing our healing word in the comments consolation. However, so that you may walk freely under the light of this new dawn that I have prepared, you need to reclaim something very precious that prolonged sadness has stolen from you. Dense suffering has made you forget who you truly are in my eyes, and there is a truth about your essence that I desperately need to return to you now. I understand how the years and disappointments have stolen pieces from your heart. There are times when you close your eyes and try to remember who you were before so many losses, before so many renunciations, and so much pain. The feeling of having given everything to others, to your children, to your family, to the burdens of life, leaving your own spirit empty and forgotten in a corner. The mirror of your soul reflects a weariness so profound that, at times, you even doubt your own worth, wondering if there is still any purpose to your journey, or if you have been left behind. But listen with reverence to what I declare over you in this sacred moment. In the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 4, I engraved in time a declaration of love exclusively for you. Since you were precious in my eyes, you were also honored, and I loved you. You are not the remnant of your sorrows, my daughter. You are not defined by the rejections you suffered, or the failures that accuse you in the dead of night. I am blowing on the extinguished embers of your essence. Feel my warmth awakening the warrior woman, full of faith and dignity that I have formed. I am returning to you the crown of your spiritual identity, lifting your head and filling your chest with the strength you thought you had lost forever. If you feel your soul rising from the dust with this declaration of my love, leave a like as proof that your faith has awakened. I invite your heart to join this constant encounter so that your identity may always be reaffirmed in me, and share this truth with that woman who has also forgotten how precious she is. Answer me in the depths of your restored spirit. What piece of yourself did life steal from you that you most needed me to bring back today? Seal your restoration by writing our word of strength in the comments, Essence. However, so that this newly awakened strength never again abandons your being and becomes an unbreakable shield, there is one last seal of power that I need to place upon your life, a definitive whisper that will end your pain today, and that your heart needs to hear to begin a new time. I know the anguish of your waiting. When the doors seem closed and the silence of the heavens weighs on your shoulders, your heart wavers, fearing that I have turned my back on your prayers. I feel your breath catching as you try to find a way out, and only see the fog of uncertainty surrounding your steps, wondering if your faith was enough to move my hands and bring your liberation. But draw your spirit closer to me now, because my silence was never absence. It was only the time necessary to prepare the ground for your miracle. In the book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 33, verse 3, I decreed, "Call to me and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." Your answer was born in eternity and is descending upon your life at this very moment. Feel my peace warming your hands and calming the beating of your anxious heart. The time of doubt is over. Just take a deep breath, quiet the voices of the outside world, and incline your soul to receive what I have prepared exclusively for you since the moment your pain began. If the certainty of this divine answer calms your fears in this sacred moment, leave a like as proof that your spirit is surrendered and ready to receive. Allow your heart to subscribe to this continuous shelter of faith, and spread this promise by sharing this message with someone who also cries out for an urgent answer. Answer me in the intimacy of your surrender. What did your silence scream to me while you waited for this encounter? Prepare your spirit, and write in the comments our sacred word, revelation. Now, my breath dispels the last clouds from your mind, and the truth I promised you, the spiritual key capable of breaking any chain that still binds you, will be delivered directly to your heart. I look deep into the depths of your being now. The journey we have traveled has cleansed your soul and prepared the soil for the incorruptible seed I have just planted in your spirit. The weight has been lifted, the lie has been undone, and your true essence, precious in my eyes, has been restored. You will no longer walk with your head down, because my voice is the light that will not let your feet stumble in the darkness, and my embrace is the safe harbor where your fears drown. To seal this healing encounter, I give you the key I promised you from the beginning, the powerful phrase that will be your shield and your sword for the coming days of your journey. Listen with your heart, and take hold of this truth so that it may be the foundation of your new time. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. This is your mark of victory. When weariness tries to return in the early hours of the morning, when affliction knocks at your door, it is this truth that you will raise like an insurmountable wall. As an act of pure faith and an unbreakable covenant with me, write this sacred phrase in the comments: I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Let the spiritual world witness your powerful confession, knowing that my hands hold yours from now on, and absolutely nothing can shake your foundations. Our communion continues to live. I still have unfathomable secrets and divine directions prepared for you in this channel's playlist, where my spirit will continue to pour clean waters upon your thirst. Continue listening to me. Let my voice soothe your heart in the upcoming messages, because there are far greater wonders about to be revealed in your tomorrow, and I wish to share them with you. And before you take a deep breath to rest in my embrace, receive this final whisper, straight from my heart to yours. I am the strength that lifts you up when you feel you are going to fall. Your tomorrow has already been designed with the colors of victory, provision, and peace. Rest your soul, for your story is safe in my hands.